Welcome to Dobby's Repairs. I'm Dobby the Fixing Elf. In this video I'll show you how to replace the gearbox mount on a Mk2 Ford C Max. So let's get started. So here we are underneath the car. As you can see I've got it up on jack stands. I'm going to start breaking these two 15mm bolts loose to start off with. So there's a 15mm here that I'm just breaking loose. There's also one a bit further up. This is also sometimes called the rear mount. As you can see, I break this one loose and I'll break the other one loose. We'll start working them out properly. Like I said, this is between the gearbox and the bulkhead. Then this is the subframe. Yeah, now we'll just get to work it loose. You can see, just work it loose. Sorry about the lighting, it's a bit hard underneath here. I was working in a garage and it's quite dark, not much light. And the light in the battery and the torch was slowly running out, so always make sure you've got a fully charged light. And yeah, these just come out quite easily, these two 15mm. They can be a bit stiff, sometimes you just spray them with a bit of WD-40, but these ones are coming out quite easily, which is quite nice. So yeah, now we just have to keep working out. Get the first one out. There we go. There's the first one out. You can see the gearbox moved. And then we're going to get the second one out. There's also a little bushing that this one bolts into, which you may need to replace. I'll show you that in a second. Just work out and then just quickly whiz out this bolt. Again, they're not too bad, just remember which bolt comes from where when you put them back. This one's quite easy because they're colour coded, but some yours might not be. Now we're going to remove these other two 15mm bolts that are holding this little bushing. You can see we just break these loose and then work them out. It's easy to do this with the other bolt still in place, but I forgot to do it, so I'm going to do it this way. It just makes it a lot easier to remove the gearbox mount in the end. You want to get it open, we'll just quickly work it out. Let's check and make sure everything's loose. And then we'll quickly whip these two 15mm bolts out. They come up fairly quickly. There goes the camera. So there's the camera, so there's a light. But yeah, as you see, you whip them out very quickly. Like I've sped this up. Probably takes you about 10 minutes to get this one out. In total to get the whole mount out. But I just put it up to make it a bit quicker for you. And yeah, just whip these out. And as you see, when you get near the end, it will fall out. Watch out, they are quite heavy, this little bushing. You don't want it really falling on you. So once you get the side part, it just drops out. And the mount just simply pulls out nice and easily. You may need to move the gearbox slightly, but there we go, it just drops out nice and easily. And now here's just a quick look at the old mount compared to the new mount. As you can see, the old mount is quite worn out and not really doing its job. And here's the nice new mount complete. This mount was causing a lot of vibration and a lot of uncomfortableness when driving. But now we're going to put the new one back in. So to start off with, we need to make sure we get the tab little line right. You want to put that little square knob away from you, at least at this angle, so it goes the other side of the gearbox, closest to the passenger side. And then we'll get this little bushing back in and put a bolt in. And we'll start working it back in. And yeah, it's quite a hard angle to get underneath here, but I've tried my best to get the best angle for you for filming. Sorry if there's anything obscure, but it should all be quite straightforward. Just basically putting it back the way it was. So I'm going to quickly whiz these back in at 2.5 times the speed. Just get it nice and easily in. Get them nice and tightened down. Yeah, just quickly whip them back in, like I said. And then we can make sure they're quite tight. You want to get them tight as possible. Once we've gone over this, we'll give it all a proper tightening down. Once it's all connected. Yeah, once you get this started, we can move on to the next part, which is putting this middle mount back in. I find this one the easiest one to put back in first. It's a lot easier to line up. You've got to pull the whole weight of the gearbox around. And yeah, we'll get it in and we'll get it started by hand. Always start all your bolts by hand, it just makes it easier. Lessens the risk of cross-threading, and you don't want to cross-thread these, it'll be a right nightmare. Yeah, we just quickly tighten it down as quickly as possible. As we get it nice and tight, we'll move on to pulling the gearbox back and get this bolt for the mount for the bushing in. Then we need to line it up with that little square. You can just see at the end of the footage there where my finger is. And once you get it in, just get it started and getting it nice and tightened down with the ratchet. Again, this is quite a quick, easy job. basically makes all the difference to the drivability of the car when you do this. But yeah, just quickly whip this one back in. It's a nice, easy one to go back in, nice and simple really. So let's get this tightened down. You want to make sure you get them tightened down and make sure everything's square and there's no real movement or play in the joints. Like I said, this bushing in the middle, you can replace it, but I didn't need to on this occasion, so it's quite good. Get it nice and tight. And now we just finish tightening this one down. Just the one that goes up from the bottom. You get it nice and tight. There's the light again. Now it's magnetic back up in the right spot. Like I said, it is a bit awkward down here, but get it nice and tight. Just make sure everything's nice and tight as we go around. And that's how you change the rear lower gearbox mount on a Mk2 Ford C Max. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, drop a like and consider subscribing. And I'll catch you in the next video. If you enjoyed this video, why not drop a like? Any questions or feedback? Let me know in the comments. I normally drop 2 videos a week. So if you haven't subbed to the channel yet, you should, and then you'll never miss another video. Do you know anyone else who would enjoy watching this video? Then feel free to share it with them. Thanks for watching until the end. Have a sensational day.